love with it. This is the best thing I put on my face all summer long. There, it is to die for. I have like 5 bottles, I think, of this. Glosses I use all the time. Hey guys, before we start this video, I completely forgot about my NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. This is in the color Blonde. This is by far my #1 favorite of this year. So we can get right back into the video, but I wanted to mention it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my favorite drugstore products of 2014. I did see a lot of videos of my favorites of 2014, but I thought since I own so much drugstore makeup that I would go into depth about my favorite drugstore products of 2014. I don't think all of them could possibly make it into this video without it being like an hour long, so I just kind of picked from each category my absolute must use, my absolute most used products of 2014. Let's start with skin. This is a product I got probably about halfway through the year. This is the L'Oreal Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen Youth Code Day Lotion. This is a great moisturizer if you really just want to wear it during the day. It's nice and light, but it still gives awesome moisturization. Next skincare item is the L'Oreal Youth Code Texture Perfector. I don't even know how many I owned of these this year. Probably this is my 4th one. I absolutely love this in the beginning of the year, and then I kind of just tapered off of it just because it's kind of pricey for the drugstore. Definitely was helping my skin, but like I said, it's just kind of pricey. So I decided to go ahead and repurchase this about 2 weeks ago, and I fell back in love with it. I think this is an amazing serum to introduce into your daily or nightly routine. I absolutely love this. I highly recommend this if you have red face after you do like a shower, or if you just tend to get red in general, and also if you have texture or bigger pores or lines or anything like that. This is a must in your skincare routine. Next are primers. This one isn't the one I used the most during 2014, but I still used it a lot. This is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This is just a silicone-based type of primer, and it works really good just to kind of get your makeup to stay on. Next is the Youth Code L'Oreal Pore Vanisher. You guys know I use this probably in almost every single tutorial since I purchased it. This is amazing. It's the same line as the skincare that I showed you. It's just perfection, I think, in a bottle. I absolutely love this. Not only does this really minimize the pores and fine lines, but it also helps perfect your skin over time. So I've noticed that using this, my skin has gotten a lot better, and I really think this has a lot to do with it. So this is by far, hands down, my favorite primer of 2014. Sorry guys, it got really hot. Next is foundations. This guy is almost completely gone. It's not technically a foundation, it's actually a BB cream. I literally don't think there's very much in here at all. This is the Garnier Skin Renew BB Cream in light medium. Let me tell you, this is the best thing I put on my face all summer long. It was not too heavy, it did not slip and slide or anything like that. This is the combination to oily skin version. I love it. It gives nice coverage. It covers up and evens out your entire skin. It's almost like a super lightweight foundation, but it's considered a BB cream. It has sunscreen in it, and I just think this was my Lord and Savior in the summertime. I will be repurchasing this because I don't know how I can live without it. These two go hand in hand. I didn't use the L'Oreal True Match Illumi as much as I used my L'Oreal True Match this year. I have like 5 bottles, I think, of this, and I just love it. I have a color for every single range of my skin from the winter to the summer, and I love it. It gives amazing coverage. When I just need a little bit extra moisture into my skin, I will use the L'Oreal True Match Illumi, and it will really luminize the skin. It came a little bit later in the year for me, but nonetheless, I have used the Maybelline Fit Me foundation so much this year. I want to always call it the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer because that's another favorite. But I love this. This is an amazing foundation. I highly, highly recommend it. The Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation is almost completely gone. I just absolutely was living for this foundation this year. Last year, I'm going to do that every time I say it. I don't even know how to put into words how much I loved this foundation, how much I love this foundation. This is one of the true foundations that when you go to take it off, it looks so much better when you go to take it off than it did when you applied it. I don't know how it does it. I don't know how you work your magic, but it does, and it's amazing. It blends really, really smooth. The only thing I must say with this foundation is you have to be super duper hydrated, or it will kind of cling to dry patches and make you look very dry. But as long as you just load up on the moisturizer, you should have no problems with this, and I love it. 2014 was, I think, where I found my love for concealer because I just couldn't put them down. I couldn't find enough. But the three that really stood out to me are the Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Rollerball. The reason I love this guy so much is because it has a metal rollerball on the end of it, and when you go to put that under your eye, it really feels nice and cooling. And I have a problem with like puffy under eye area and like the lines. This really took care of that for me. Can you guys guess what my favorite concealer is of 2014? Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. I cannot put this down. I don't even know how many of these I had. I don't even want to think about how many of these that I owned this year. I just love it. This is the color Fair. I like a lighter under eye area, so I always go for the lightest shade. It's amazing. It is a very close comparison to my MAC Pro Longwear. I know it's crazy. It creases a little bit more, but the MAC Pro Longwear creases on me anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal for a concealer to crease on me. But I love this, love this, love this, love this. Last but not least is my Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer. I did not really use this under my eyes as much as I use this all the time to clean up my brows. I also really loved the L'Oreal Super Blendable Crayon this year, or last year, but I don't have one to show you because I'm out and I wasn't able to repurchase. But I love this. Definitely the Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer, and I've owned this for probably the entire year, and I don't even feel like I'm close to being out of this thing. Kind of jumping around, I really wanted to mention my Beauty Blender dupe. This is amazing. I just squished it and now it looks really, really funny. This doesn't have any water. Ugh, why do you look like that? Next is my Beauty Blender dupe. I love this. This is amazing. I will continue to use this, I think, my entire life. It's awesome. I love how it really gets right in the corner of the under eye and blends out your concealer. You can use the back of it to really blend out all of your foundation, and I just find that this is amazing. It looks really, really small, but when you fill it with water and squeeze it under the sink, it gets bigger. So I don't know, I just absolutely had to throw this in there because I love it. This is the Beauty Blender dupe, so I could throw it in here. I got it at Marshall's for like $4. I went through quite a few face powders, I think, this year, but if I had to pick one, which I definitely did just pick one, well, let me throw it first. My Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. This is just awesome. I love, love, love it. It just, I don't know, it gave really good coverage. You can throw it in your bag and use it on the go. I just found that this was my most used powder of 2014. For bronzer, my most used bronzer, hands down, was the Sun and Bronze in Montauk Bronze by NYC. This was amazing to me. I showed it so much love this year, last year, and I just could not get enough. But as the time went on, I kind of wanted a more darker contour, as you can probably see in this video. I just felt like, I don't know, you know, you go through phases of makeup, but This is amazing. It's a really nice color to bronze up the skin. You can make it a lot darker if you want to, but I just decided to kind of, you know, venture out and try new things. This was my most used bronzer of 2014, hands down. This certain blush was my everything this year, other than the ones I'm going to show you next. This is the NYX blush in Desert Rose, and I just loved it. It was amazing. It did me so well this year, and I continue to still use it. I just can't. So NYX does an amazing job with their blushes. Mwah! Milani Baked blushes. These are only the 4 that I grabbed. My most used Milani blush this year was Luminesso. It was not because of all the hype that went on. It was not for any other reason other than the pure fact that it is so beautiful. It does not have a rounded top anymore. That is how much I use this blush. You can see it's all like crazy looking. I'm probably bound to hit pan on this. I had to stop using it. The swatch right here, I just can't. It gives the most beautiful color to the cheeks, and it also gives a very, very, very nice highlight. Oh, perfection. If the hard candy concealer in my MAC Painterly wasn't what I was using on my eyes to prime, it was the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. Don't judge mine. It's haggard. It's so bad. I know. This is amazing. I actually have 2 of them, and I love them so much. They really make any eye color you put on there just pop and just give such a vibrant look to it. I can't. You can use this. I have used this as a base all over the face for like Halloween makeup or character makeup or anything like that, and I just love it. It blends so amazing, and it's just a white pencil, but it has so many different uses. I also use it on my waterline. I think it's on my waterline right now. So loving the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. So now for eyes, I could not pick just one palette or just one thing that I got the most use out of this year, except for one in particular brand. You cannot go out and buy it at the drugstore, but it is a drugstore price. You can order it. It's so amazing, you guys. If you know me and you know my channel, if you're new to my channel, then you're about to know how much I love this product. If you know me, then you know what's coming. My Makeup Geek shadows, don't judge this palette. It is a freaking mess. Yeah. My Makeup Geek shadows are the bomb. I use these things so much. Look at that. It's like pan. These are amazing. The pigmentation, amazing. Blendability, amazing. Marlena hit these out of the park. This is what they come in if you buy an individual eyeshadow. It's just a little tiny pot like this. And this is my favorite shadow. I can't even pick a favorite. They're all my favorite. This is Bitten by Makeup Geek. It is such a beautiful, beautiful, like burnt mahogany. Oh God, it's just, it is everything. You can use this in the summer. You can use this in the winter. You can use this in the spring, in the fall. It does not matter. This is amazing. I love this shadow. I love Makeup Geek. I am not done with Makeup Geek. Their pigments, ugh, to die for. This is what their pigments come in, just a little tiny container like this. It has the Makeup Geek logo. It says what it is on the back. And I'm going to show you guys my favorite pigment ever. This one I got a little bit during the tail end of the year. But my Makeup Geek pigment Afterglow I used so much. So this is the pigment in Insomnia. I think it's beautiful. I don't know where, I think my other one, my Afterglow, is in there somewhere. But I wanted to show at least one of them. This is Insomnia. It is so beautiful. It is so comparable to MAC's Blue Brown. It is just ridiculous. My Wet n Wild shadows got so much love this year, and I just don't even know where to begin. I'm going to show these very quickly. Just the Wet n Wild shadows. Any of them are amazing, and I love them. They blend amazingly for drugstore products, and they have such good pigmentation. The L'Oreal Infallible shadows are life. I don't know where my Amber Rush is one right now, but these are so beautiful. These are what the packaging looks like. I got this one on sale at Big Lots for $1, which was a total steal. And when you open up the package, it comes with this little pressed thing on the top. You just move that aside and you get to the buttery goodness. This one is Primped and Precious, and the other one is number 555 Violet something. I don't know. I'll leave it down in the description. But you cannot go wrong with these. Amber Rush was hands down my favorite this year. This pigment by NYX was my everything. I use this guy so much. This is probably one of my favorite products of 2014 at all. This is the NYX pigment in the color Penny. There's the swatch right there. This is the NYX pigment in a penny, and it is so beautiful. It almost falls in the Marsala shade of the year or whatever, and I love it. It makes blue eyes just stand out like nobody's business, and NYX pigment in penny is my favorite thing ever of life. It is my favorite of life. I quickly want to mention my color tattoos. I literally, when I found these, I got every single shade and I love them. This is my color tattoo in Tough as Taupe. If you've been with my channel a while, you know that I've used the crap out of this thing to contour my face, to do my brows, to do everything, and it looks like I have not even really touched it. This one is in Pomegranate Punk. If you've been with me a while, you also know that I use this one a ton this year. I just love these things. They are such a good alternative to like a MAC paint pot. I think they need to make one that is just skin tone based. They might have one, I'm not sure. I got these earlier in the year, and when I found out that I love them so much, I got all the ones I could. Staying on the trend with eyes, my favorite eyeliners ever are this Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in the color black. I love this guy. I just got so much use out of it this year. I really learned how to do gel liner with this, and I love it. In more of the tail end of the year, I was really into liquid liner, and this this NYC eyeliner is amazing. It just has a really nice long brush, and it gives a really nice thick or thin black line. They both dry matte. Short, simple, and to the point. My favorite mascara this year was the Telescopic Carbon Black by L'Oreal. It is my favorite. I loved it. It did no wrong in my eyes, and this is like my third tube this year. My favorite drugstore highlight in 2014 had to be this Physicians Formula in Vegas Strip. It is considered a light bronzer, but it is definitely a highlighter. It's so beautiful. I just loved it. I would swatch it, but you can't really see it. It's just something to kind of catch the light, and I loved it. Last but not least, I want to talk about lip products. I didn't have as many as I thought I would have, but I still have enough. So this is the Vaseline Lip Therapy in the color Rosy Lips. This is just a little tiny Vaseline jar, and it changed my lip game. Yeah, literally changed my lip game. I love this stuff. It hydrated my lips. It was like a lip mask. It was amazing. I love this. This is my second little tub, I guess, of it, and I will repurchase this until they quit making it. This color by the Fergie collection of Wet n Wild, this is called Ferguson Crest Cabernet. This is such a beautiful lipstick. It is right there. It is to die for. It is the most beautiful color for fall ever. You can sheer it out or you can wear it that pigmented. I also love Fergie Daily by the same exact line. It is a nude color. I love the Wet n Wild lipsticks because they are very pigmented. You kind of have to do one swipe for them to really get creamy, but once they are, they are. So I just wanted to mention them. This was my first dark lipstick I ever bought, and I fell in love. I also wanted to mention my NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I loved these guys when I found it. This is my first one that I had. This is in the color Sydney. It is so beautiful, and I don't even know. I'm starting to run out of it, and I'm really sad because, I don't know. I can just go get another one, but I don't know. It's like my first one, so anyway. This is the color Sydney, that pink color right there. These stay on while you eat. These stay on while you drink. They are just pure perfection. This is the other one that I got so much use out of after I purchased it. This is the color Milan. I really like to ombre the two colors, and it really looks great. I don't know. These just stole my heart in the 2014, and I will purchase them forever. Two brand of lip glosses and two lip glosses I use all the time. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Creme Brulee. It's just like a nude type of gloss, and I absolutely love it. It is just amazing. So you can see there, it's more of like a peachy nude. It's not a true nude. It's not a pink nude. It is a peachy nude. So I love that gloss. You could put it literally over top of anything and be good to go. This is another gloss that is exactly like that. These are the Maybelline Color Elixirs. They come in so many different colors. I have quite a few of them. I use them all the time, but this one probably was my most used because it's almost gone. This is the color Polished Petal. I just loved it. It's a really light pink, and it has it's very glossy, but it's like a really baby pink. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that. These nudes were everything, living for them. Oh my god. So this is the really light nude just because this is the one that I used today. I don't even have anywhere to swatch right here. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it because it is so light. This is in the color 910 Bare All. They have a nude for everybody. This is just the one I happen to have laying right here because I just filmed. I love these nudes, and they did a really good job with them. The Maybelline collection, if I didn't say that already. They did a really good job with them. They did a really good job with the Vivids also. I have a lot of those too, and I love them. Lipstick is really something that's a personal preference, personal choice, what you think looks good on you. And this collection, everyone is going to be able to find a nude.
For bronzer, my Moyo. They're just the makeup cake. But I'm just gonna kind of show these very. I just gouged it. Okay, this is my most used. This is the color, what color are you? Really? Ice Cream Man? And he's gonna stop right here. Well, then I'll swatch things for you. Keep going, Ice Cream Man. The silver one. Okay, goodbye, bike.